Welcome to Quick Hits, your weekly look at area sports. I'm Record Sports Editor Bob Highfill. This week we lead off with a much-anticipated high school football game between undefeated Stagg High School and St. Mary's in a Tri-City Athletic League game. Both of these teams have kind of been on a collision course, and finally here we are. Stagg is 8-0 overall. They are 3-0 in the T-Cal. St. Mary's comes in with a 6-2 record and a 3-0 mark in the T-Cal. This is going to be an interesting matchup. I don't know how competitive the game is going to be, but on paper, looking at it, it is quite intriguing. Stagg's big win this season was against Manteca. That was a quality win. The rest of the schedule, they've just been better than the teams they've played. Are they better than St. Mary's? That's going to be the question.
We felt like we had a pretty good team, and we're looking forward to see where we compare with everybody else in the league, and especially with St. Mary's, because they are the number one team in our league. So it should be interesting. Like I told the guys yesterday, mistakes are going to decide this game. Whatever team makes the fewest mistakes has got the best chance to win the game. This is a big step for our program to get to this kind of a game this late in the season. I mean, we've played St. Mary's before, and it didn't have the same meaning as this game has.
St. Mary's comes into this game a battle-tested group. They face teams like Concord de La Salle, Bakersfield Stockdale, and Central Catholic from Modesto. Now, those two losses that St. Mary's have come in the pre-league portion of the season. There's a lot of talent on the field. Stagg has a lot of speed, so does St. Mary's. These guys that you have are seasoned. They've been through big games like this before. How is that going to play to your advantage Friday night?
Well, I think that is an advantage. It's nice to have been there before, and it's nice to have played. And that's one of the reasons why we do that, is we anticipate that at some point in the season we're going to be in a big game against a great team, and it's going to be competitive as heck, and you got to play really well, and it's a hard-fought battle. And I'm anticipating that this week's game will be that way, and it's nice to be able to put yourself in those situations at times, so so your kids know how to react.
So I think St. Mary's overall talent, and I think their experience in big games like this one in particular, is going to give them a big advantage over Stagg. But it should be interesting. This is a game that Stagg has wished for, hoped for. Now it's finally in their lap. We'll see if they can get the big win against the powerful Rams, who have not lost a T-Cal game since 2006. So Stagg versus St. Mary's. It's Friday night, 7:15 p.m. at Stagg High School. Should be a lot of fun. Moving on, Delta College. The football team continues to roll under Coach Gary Barlow. The Mustangs this weekend face another tough test with Fresno City College coming to town. That game will be Saturday at 1 o'clock over at Dorico Field. Talking about the Mustangs, they are 6-1 overall with a 2-0 mark in the Tough Valley Conference. They're ranked right now 5th statewide. Fresno City comes into this game ranked 12th in the state. Mustangs sophomore quarterback Sam Hutzel is 2nd in the Valley Conference with 18 touchdown passes. Sophomore Demarie Nelson has kind of been a Superman of sorts on offense. He's played tight end, caught a lot of passes, done a great job blocking, and since week 4 going into that game against San Mateo, he has pretty much carried the load along with Theo Wofford in the backfield. Demarie Nelson has run the football quite a bit of late, 395 yards to his credit and 5 touchdowns. Mustangs defense has been stout all season, a very, very good group. Their leading tackler is sophomore linebacker David Hawley. He has brought down players 45 times. So that's Fresno City at Delta, a big game for both teams, especially for the Mustangs as they look to get a real big bowl game this year. That's 1 o'clock Saturday at Dorico Field. Go check that one out. I want to say a quick congratulations to the McNair High boys soccer team as they won their first T-Cal League crown. So congratulations to the McNair boys. And finally, we're going to end with the Stockton Thunder. They are in action this weekend. They have a game Saturday at Bakersfield, then they come home on Sunday to take on Bakersfield. That game is 4 o'clock at Stockton Arena. That's it for Quick Hits. I'm Record Sports Editor Bob Highfill. For all your local sports, check out The Record and recordnet.com.